Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next installment of Drinking with the Saints. Today is May 4th, and we are reading St. Monica. St. Monica, 322 to 387, was, in the words of our old country song, a good hearted woman in love with a good timing man. Her hot headed husband, Patricius, was unfaithful to her and exercised poor judgment as a parent. When he noticed that his son, Augustine, had entered puberty, he started bragging about all the children his boy would soon be searing, what is Latin for creepy. Through it all, Monica gave quiet but firm witness to Christ, as last winning over her husband to the faith, and she did the same for her son Augustine as well, praying for him ceaselessly after he became a heretic and a lesher until he finally converted. No wonder Monica is the patron saint of difficult marriages and disappointing children. There's also a story about Saint Monica and drinking. When she was a little girl, she liked to sneak sips of wine from the cellar as she was pouring it out of the cask for her family. When a servant called her a wine bibber, Monica was stunned by the taunt and realized that she had developed a bad habit, which she instantly broke. As an adult, Augustine says his mother's soul was not a slave to wine drinking, nor had she had any love of wine to provoke her to hatred of the truth, like so many of both sexes who are as much sickened by a hymn of sobriety as drunkards would be if one poured water into their wine. So let's get this straight. In this scenario, we're supposed to side against the drunkards. The bulk of Monica's widowhood was not exactly a bed of roses, but when her son announced that she was converting to Christianity and embracing a life of celibacy, she rejoiced for far more than she had thought to wish. Far more than the joy of having grandchildren. For St. Monica, then, let's have the intriguing and potent cocktail called the Merry Widow. Wine. Monica and her husband had a vineyard on their property, making her probably one of the few saints who was involved actively in winemaking. The perfect wines for St. Monica are any of the bottlings labeled under the AOC appellation of Vissobers in the south of the Rhone wine region of France. The name comes from one of the wine's greatest fans, a 17th century bishop of Vaison, whose motto was "Drink soberly," or turn to the island of Sardinia for ancient grape called Monica that is either mixed with other variants of vineyard on its own or a DOC wine. Bottlings of it can be purchased through wineries like Catena Santa Maria La Palma. Last call. Your homework assignment is to read 9 of the Confessions, in which Augustine describes his mother's life and death. Be sure to have a box of Kleenex on hand, then make a toast in honor of today's saint. To Saint Monica, may she help us wine bibblers drink soberly. Thank you, and God bless.